Las Vegas is dying, but nobody wants to talk about it. The city that once called itself the capital of entertainment, the desert oasis that never slept, is now running out of the one thing that built it all: water, money, and time. Tonight, we're going deep inside the story no one in Vegas wants you to hear. Because behind the neon lights and luxury hotels, something is breaking. It starts with the drought. Lake Mead, once the largest reservoir in the United States, is vanishing. Every year the water level drops. Marinas have turned into deserts. Entire boat docks sit on dry sand. And the famous white bathtub ring climbs higher up the canyon walls, like a warning label carved into stone. For decades, Vegas said, "We'll be fine, we recycle, we save," but the numbers say otherwise. The Colorado River, the artery that feeds Vegas, can no longer keep up. The West is heating up, the snowpack is shrinking, and Vegas, the city that promised infinite luxury in the middle of nowhere, is suddenly facing reality. Nature always wins. But the water isn't the only thing disappearing, so are the people. Locals call it the quiet exodus. Rents have exploded. Hospitality jobs that once paid well are being replaced by automation and self-service kiosks. And those famous mega resorts, they're firing, not hiring. Walk a few blocks off the strip and you'll see it: empty lots, closed stores, motels turned into shelters. This isn't the Vegas you see in commercials. This is the Vegas locals whisper about. Still, city officials keep smiling for the cameras. Tourism is strong, they say. Vegas is thriving. But behind the PR, the numbers paint a different picture. Visitor counts haven't fully recovered since the pandemic. Convention traffic is down, and the once unbeatable casino model is cracking under new pressure. Online gambling. Why fly to Vegas when you can gamble on your phone? Why book a $400 hotel room when you can win or lose from your couch? The Strip was built on exclusivity. The internet made it obsolete. But wait, if Vegas is dying, why does it still look so alive? Why are new resorts still opening? That's the twist. Because the illusion of Vegas has always been stronger than the truth. Developers keep building because stopping would be worse. It's a giant game of musical chairs played with billions of dollars. As long as the music keeps playing, investors keep betting. But when it stops, someone loses everything. And lately, the music sounds different. The new face of Vegas isn't gamblers, it's influencers. The Strip has become a backdrop for TikToks and vlogs, not a destination for high rollers. And that changes everything. Casinos were built for people who stayed for days and spent freely. Influencers might stay for 2 hours, film their content, and leave. They don't fill hotel rooms. They fill hashtags, and hashtags don't pay the bills. So hotels have begun quietly cutting back. Less staff, fewer shows, more fees. Everything that once made Vegas magical is being sliced into line items. And then there's the heat. The brutal, unrelenting heat. Recent summers have been the hottest on record, again and again. Sidewalks literally melt. Tourists faint on the Strip. Extreme heat drives costs up and visitors down as climate change accelerates. That's not a one-off problem, it's the new normal. Some experts say Vegas will face climate migration, not with people moving to the city, but fleeing from it. Imagine that. The desert city that sold itself as paradise, becoming unlivable by its own design. But the biggest danger might not be water or weather. It's debt. Vegas was built on borrowed money. Every resort, every casino, every new world's biggest attraction sits on layers of loans. When the cash stops flowing, the structure collapses fast. The 2008 crash almost ended the city. Economists warn the next one could be worse because this time, it's not just about mortgages, it's about habits. People have changed. They gamble less, they travel differently, they value experiences over excess. And Vegas still sells excess. That's a losing bet. So what does Vegas do? It reinvents itself. Again, first it was gambling, then entertainment, nightclubs, influencers, and sports. Now, the city's newest gamble is tech. The Sphere, a $2.3 billion LED globe, is supposed to symbolize a futuristic Vegas. It's beautiful, yes, but it also hides a darker message. To survive, Vegas must keep distracting us. The Sphere looks like success, but behind it, the same problems remain: drought, debt, and decline. It's a glowing mask on a tired face. Meanwhile, locals are struggling. Ask anyone who's lived there for 10 years, and they'll tell you, the Strip isn't for us anymore. Prices climb, but wages don't. Housing pushes further into the desert where there's no shade, no infrastructure. Yet developers keep building, betting that hope is stronger than heat. But hope can't cool down 120-degree weather. So, is Las Vegas really dying, or is it just evolving? Let's follow the clues. Casinos report fewer gamblers but more non-gaming revenue. That means people are coming for food, shows, or sports, not slot machines. The Raiders moved in, Formula One races through downtown, and the Golden Knights brought hockey glory. Sports saved the city's pride, for now. But stadiums don't last forever. When the novelty fades, the debt remains. And yet, there's one thing keeping the city alive: it's myth. Vegas isn't a place, it's a feeling. The feeling that anything is possible. That one spin, one card, one night can change everything. As long as people crave that illusion, Vegas will keep breathing. But illusions fade when the lights flicker. And the lights are starting to flicker. Let's talk numbers. Water levels at Lake Mead are still critically low. The city's population growth has slowed by half. Unemployment in hospitality remains higher than the national average. And housing prices, they've nearly doubled since 2019. Vegas was designed for winners, not for people trying to survive. But survival is now the real game. And yet, amid the struggle, something unexpected is happening. A new kind of Vegas is emerging: smaller, local and creative. Independent restaurants, art collectives, small theaters. Locals are carving out their own scene away from the Strip. It's less about billion-dollar glamour and more about community. Maybe that's what rebirth looks like. Not louder but quieter. Still, headlines keep screaming, Vegas is dying. Is that true, or is it just another show? The truth is, Vegas has been dying and rebirthing itself for 100 years. From mobsters to mega resorts, from Elvis to EDM. Every time we think it's over, it changes its costume and steps back on stage. Maybe that's what Vegas does best, pretending to die, so we'll come back to watch the resurrection. But this time feels different. Because for the first time, the threat isn't external, it's existential. Vegas was built on human desire, greed, hope, escape. But what happens when AI, online entertainment, and digital dopamine give us all of that from our phones? When you can gamble, flirt, and escape reality without leaving your couch, what's left for a city built on those same instincts? That's the real danger. Not drought, not debt, disinterest. Imagine the next decade: more heat, less water, more automation, fewer traditional jobs. Vegas could become a ghost of itself, or it could become the world's most advanced entertainment lab, a hybrid of physical and digital escape. This fear is a clue. It's not just about concerts, it's about immersion. Vegas might survive not as a city of gamblers, but as a city of simulation, where reality is optional and experience is everything. But if that's the future, then here's the warning. When everything becomes a show, nothing feels real. Vegas has always walked that line. Now it's running out of road. The locals see it, the investors feel it, the tourists sense it. And the world is slowly catching on. Las Vegas, the city that sold fantasy, is facing its most real moment ever. So yes, Vegas is dying, but maybe what's dying is the version of Vegas we once knew. The smoky casinos, the free drinks, the illusion of endless fun. What's being born is something new, cleaner, digital, algorithmic, less heart, more data. It might survive, but will it still feel alive? For now, the lights still shine, the fountains still dance, the music still plays, but beneath the noise, you can hear it's a quiet hum of a city holding its breath. Because deep down, Vegas knows, every bet runs out eventually. Thanks for watching. If you want more deep dives into stories the headlines simplify, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'm posting new investigations every week, real stories, no filters, no fluff. See you in the next one.